The year is 2015. About write out his thoughts. Empower
All
people
right, we are live.
and allow them to speak their mind, express themselves, be listened to, and to be understood.
Hi, everyone. Good evening. We are live. Yes, we are live. Who is excited to be here? I want to see all the people that are here with me. Put in the comments. Please put in the comments if you're excited to be here. All right, I want to see your comments. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to this book launch. It's going to be such an interesting time. I know this. And if you know that you're about to have an interesting time, I want you to put in the comment how excited you are to be here. Because all that we're going to be unveiling to you right now is going to blow your mind. So I was just reading through excerpts from this book and I was wowed. Oh my goodness. You guys do not even know what you're about to encounter in this book because geez, these authors put in so much into this work. It's simply a work of art. All right, and I'm so excited about it. Personally, I'm excited about it. Okay, yes, before we get into this, I'm going to introduce myself. Of course, my name is Precious Greg, and I'll be moderating this virtual book launch. And I am so excited about this because this book is something it sheds light into something that a lot of people are shying away from talking about, and it's something really important. I see Taiwo. Hi, Taiwo. Good evening. Taiwo says, I'm so excited. Yes, Taiwo, we are together in this. I am also super excited about this. I'm excited about what we are here for. We are here for the launch of something phenomenal. That is a book titled, Where Do People Go When They Have Relationship Problems? Wow. Talk about a talk about a mind-blowing title. Wow. How did you think about this title? Because I love it. Bagidi and Uche, amazing, amazing authors. Because this book is a bomb. Now, I want us to do something interesting. Is it just Taiwo that is here? Where is everyone? Put it in the comments, please. Good evening, and tell me where you're watching from. Where are you watching from? For me, I am joining all the way from Lagos, Nigeria, and I'm happy to be here. Hi, Taiwo. Tell me where you're joining from. I would like to know. And every other person that is joining, please let me know in the comments. Sure, just introduce yourself. What's your name? Where are you joining from? Let's get it rolling. All right. Okay, so like I was saying, I was reading excerpts of this book, and I was wow. The oh my goodness. Just the prologue, it's just the prologue. The prologue. Oh my god. You need to read this. You need to read this. I can't wait. All right. So yes, this is like I said earlier, this book is such an interest has such an interesting title, and it's shedding light onto something that a lot of people are shying away from talking about. Those are reasons why I love it so much. Now, the title talk about it's interesting, yes, and it's also a question. So it's something that when you read the title, you wonder, where do people go when they have relationship problems? Have you asked yourself that question? Our dear relationship people, even if you're single, you cannot escape it because you're going to get into a relationship. So you need this book. So whether you're in a relationship, you're single, you're married, yes, you need the book too, because marriage is still a relationship, isn't it? So yeah, I believe in whatever stage you are in your relationship status or whatever, you need this book. Okay, so now it's a question. Where do people go when they have relationship problems? I want you to direct that question to yourself. Where do I go when I have relationship problems? Have you thought about it? So the last time you had issues with your boyfriend or with your girlfriend, where did you go? Where? I'm asking you, yes, you. Where did you go? Did you go to that your friend's DM to start narrating everything that happened? Can you imagine that he did talk to me? He ghosted me. He did. Is that what you did? Say the truth. I am watching. I know. What did you do? Where the last time you had issues with your boyfriend, your girlfriend, your fiance, your husband, your wife, even that talking stage? Yes, the talking stage. What did you, who did you go to? Where did you go? So where do you go to when you have relationship problems? Now I want you to ask yourself that question, and we're going to be answering that question in the comments. Yes, I want to see your comments. So I'm asking you, where do you go to when you have relationship problems? Or you can tell me, where have you seen people go to when they have relationship problems? Or you say, oh, some people, they go to their pastors when they have relationship problems. Some people, they go to their parents. Some people, they go to their friends. Some people, they go to pray. They go to God. Some people, they go to therapy, which is rare. So people have different places and different people they go to when they have relationship problems. So I want to ask you, I'm asking you now, where do you go to when you have relationship problems, or people that you know around you? Where do you know that people go to when they have relationship problems? Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it quickly. I want to see your comments. What's going on? Let's put it in the comment box. Where do you go to when you have relationship problems? I want to see the interesting responses, because I know that I'm going to be seeing answers that I've not seen before. Taiwo, I personally, I want to hear from you, Taiwo. Where do you go to when you have relationship problems? Tell me, put it in the comment. Don't be ashamed of it. Be proud of yourself. Or even if it's not yourself, maybe you know somebody, you say, oh, a friend of mine, the last time she had a relationship, she came to me, oh, and I'm a friend. Or some people even go to strangers. Funny but true. Yes. Some people you just think about it. Like I actually know someone like that. When she has issues, she just thinks and she just goes to a random person on her contact list and just say, "Can I talk to you? Can I confide in you?" I'm like, "Are you for real?" There are people like that. They feel like telling someone random will just be easy for them. So there are people who do that. Okay, I see someone saying I go to myself. Oh no, Akpelu say I go to myself. Okay, so you sit by yourself, and that's actually interesting. You sit by yourself and start to talk to yourself. I think I am like that too. I tend to go to myself a lot of times. I go to God too, but I also tend to like sit by myself and think and brood on things and just precious. Okay, can you sit down? Can you calm down and really think this through? What are you doing wrong? How can you make things right? Or what are you supposed to do that you're not doing? What are you doing or what are you not doing? Or, stuff like that. So I also do that myself. So is there anybody else that thinks to themselves, that sits by themselves or go to themselves, right? It's beautiful. It's a beautiful thing to do, if you ask me. Yeah. Where is everyone? Tell me, where do you go to when you have relationship problems? Share with me. I want us to really, really talk about this. Ask ourselves this question because, like I said earlier, the title of this book is something that is engaging. It allows you, gives you the opportunity to ask yourself a question, right? So interesting, we have a lot in store for you. And like I said, I was reading excerpts of this book and I was wowed. I'm not even joking. I'm not mincing words or exaggerating. This book is beautiful. Now it's not just really sensory. Yes, it's sensory, and it's not just a fiction, or it makes good use of storytelling. So it's not just a boring book that is just reading about relationship. No, you're seeing it play out. So you can feel it in every part. Like you can, as you're learning, as you're seeing realistic things, realistic stories, and you can actually, that's, if you ask me, that's the best kind of books to read, if you ask me. So I'm looking forward to having you get a copy of your book, because this is going to be that difference you probably need as a relationship person, as someone in a relationship, or someone looking to get into a relationship. Because if there's one thing, right, that is certain, no matter how much you love your partner, no matter how much you both love your partner, no matter how I love you, oh I love you, oh I love, if you profess love, that we have 60, we have 24 hours in a day, right? If you profess love 24 times daily, that's every hour, you will have issues. You both will certainly have issues because you're humans. So it doesn't mean that you love him less, or you love her less, or she loves you less, or he loves you less. No, it just means you both are humans. So the fact that humans are involved, there will be issues, there will be challenges, there will be disagreements. So it's how you both manage the situation. Do you understand? That's what makes a difference. So definitely there will be issues. Don't say, God forbid, my relationship will not have issues. We will be so peaceful. Wow, interesting. If you are in a relationship that has been peaceful, there's not been any issue at all, that something is going on. Someone is pretending. Yes, someone is pretending. So there's definitely going to be disagreements. Oh, babe, let's do, no, I think, no, I said let's do it like this. Why, this is how, no, calm down, listen to me. Like, do you get that? So things like this happen. But then the ones who really win it are the ones who know how to manage it, not the one that you both will now ghost each other. You will now do silent treatment. That's like the worst. Oh my God, silent treatment. Nah, it's terrible. All right, I'm still waiting for more comments on what you do when where you go to when you have relationship problems. Before I bring on our authors to speak briefly, yes, we have two amazing authors, two amazing men who have written this book, who have contributed to this amazing masterpiece that we have. They have shared from their personal experiences, their personal story, so they have been as raw as possible, showing. So it's not just surface level thing you're reading, or just oh, do like this, do like that. They're sharing their own personal story. You get to learn, you get to see things that are happening, right? And it's deep. Trust me, it's deep. So these two amazing authors have put in so much into this. So first, we'll be having one of our authors who is also celebrating his birthday today. Yes, it's his birthday today, and that's the person of Pagidi. Yes, the one and only Pagidi. So he is one of the he's a author, is one of the authors, and we also have the co-author, one of the authors as well, who is Uche Israel. All right, so very quickly, I will be introducing Pagidi. Hi, Pagidi. Pagidi is here already. Pagidi, Pagidi, let me even share something. I've read another of Pagidi's work, that is Dearest Suicide. And I must say that Pagidi is such a brilliant storyteller. Like, I don't know if I've said this before, but you're such a brilliant storyteller. I just wish I can write like you. You are so brilliant. How do you put these words together? Like, well, you are a lawyer, so you're a barrister. I guess that's you people's thing. Or yeah, I'm not sure every barrister is like that, but you are simply a brilliant storyteller. It's like you can feel his words when he writes. You can feel the words, so you're not just reading; you're feeling it. You're in it, right? So that is another thing that I must celebrate you for. So it's such an honor to have you. I will be introducing you briefly before you speak. Um, yes. So who is Pagidi? Who is Pagidi? Please, you guys should be making some noise in the comments because we're about to have the brilliant Pagidi come up now to share why this book, why has he chosen to write this masterpiece, why has he chosen to put this together. And today is his birthday, so we need to celebrate him, right? Put in all the amazing, yes, celebrate Pagidi because he has been an amazing personality, especially in the mental health space. He is a force. He's someone that has done great works. This is sharing my personal experience right with him. So, who is Pagidi? Pagidi is a writer, is a lawyer, is a storyteller, and the visionary founder of Pagidi Expressions, a mental health movement dedicated to helping people navigate emotional struggles with honesty, vulnerability, and courage. Known for his raw, introspective writing style and his ability to articulate emotions people often struggle to express, Pagidi has spent years creating safe spaces where individuals can heal, feel seen, and rediscover their voice. With a background in law, leadership, and high level organizational administration, Pagidi brings structure, clarity, and emotional intelligence into every conversation he leads. His own journey, marked by resilience, reinvention, and a consistent commitment to personal growth, has shaped his passion for emotional awareness and healthy relationships. Through Pagidi Expressions, he continues to influence numerous young adults across Nigeria by championing conversations that break silence, dismantle stigma, and inspire people to take ownership of their emotional well being. Now, where do people go when they have issues? We're going to be having Pagidi shortly join us to talk about why this book, why has he chosen to put this book together. We're going to be learning and listening to the brain behind this. You're welcome, Pagidi. It's such an honor to have you here. We are excited to listen to you. Good evening. Can you hear me?
All right, thank you very much. Good evening, Precious. Good evening.
Evening.
Yeah, can you hear me, please? Okay.
Yes, yes, can
Yes,
hear
good
you.
evening, Precious, and thank you so much for the elaborate and wonderful. I don't know what to say, but I'm blushing and I'm really, really grateful. I'm happy. I'm trying to, put myself. I mean, I'm excited. Today is my birthday, and I'm really, really happy and
Yes,
privileged
happy
to have people
birthday.
join us and listening to this. Yes, thank you very much. And one of the beautiful things of why I wrote this book is, as always, to talk about things that people don't really um, have opportunity to talk about, or what people shy away from. And almost every time we always hear this thing of my partner is cheating, or my I dumped my ex because of this or that. But the better question to ask is, where do people go when they have relationship problems? When you're able to answer the question, and this doesn't just evolve around people that are in relationship alone, even situationships. I mean, that is how relationships happen. People are in relationship, and we still have people that are in situationships, and we have people that are not interested in commitment, but they go about having commitments with people that are committed in relationships. Mm, mm. Okay, anyways, Sha. So that's the major reason why I wrote it. And I didn't just do that alone. I had a wonderful person with me. For tonight, I would love to call him Yellow Popo for tonight, because he's a very, very yellow person and is quite brilliant, very, very much, even more brilliant than myself. And he also had a wonderful thing to put in this book. I know that when we go through the pages of the book, we are not just going to love, but would want to be asking, where is the next thing, where's the next thing. So thank you very much once again, and I'm hopeful that we're going to enjoy the rest of this session. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much, Pagidi. Yes, we're looking forward to reading this book and seeing how much you poured out, how much you and Uche have poured out into this book. Thank you so much for putting this together. I know that everybody is excited and we're looking forward to it. And happy birthday once again. I hope that she had
Thank
such.
you. Thank you.
Welcome. All right, so right about now, I will be inviting the co-authors. Yes, yeah, two brilliant people who put together this book. We have Bagidi and also Uchi. So right now, Uchi is another, just like Bagidi says, another excellent person who, oh my goodness, I was reading through his own part of the book and wow, it was so raw. It was so raw. Wow. Guys, don't miss any session in this book. When you're reading it, I advise you just every word counts because I'm telling you now, you will come to me and ask, you said it though, you said it. So yes, this his own session was also absolutely mind blowing. He said he broke tables. That's what I will tell you.
Hmm.
He broke tables.
Hmm.
He broke tables. So I will be introducing the co-author shortly. So who is Uchi? All right. So Uche is a dynamic creative force and mental wellness advocate. So you see that we have two health, mental wellness advocates here. These people are forces in the mental health space. All right. He's also the
Jagabans.
founding. You said what?
I said Jagabans.
Yes, Jaga Bands. Founding MYM, a groundbreaking therapy brand empowering individuals to navigate emotional challenges. IPC, a vibrant poetry brand celebrating raw expression, and Israel U Concepts, its personal hub for its business affairs and growth. As an accomplished author, video editor, ebook editor, social media manager, therapist, poet, graphics designer, and coach, Uche blends art with empathy to transform lives. In where do people go when they have relationship problems? Uche collaborates seamlessly with the main author, Pagidi, drawing from his rich personal encounters to share compelling stories, practical solutions, and essential relationship ethics. His contributions infuse the book with heartfelt insights, guiding readers through towards healthier connections and self-discovery. Amazing. Please let us put our hands together for the co-author of Where Do People Go When They Have Relationship Problems. That's the one and the only Uche Israel as he comes up. Where is excitement in the comments? Yes, who is excited? Hi, Uche. Good evening. Good evening. Okay, you mentioned in the book now. Before you talk, I want to say something. Moreover, your mic is muted. You said something that in that book you were saying I'm a very cute man, handsome man. That's you were just saying something. So, okay, I said no worry. I will see for myself. Now I'm seeing for myself. I think I'm not one to talk, but I'll just say hi, Uche. Nice to have you here. Welcome.
All right, thank you, Pagidi, thank you, Ma'am Precious. Thanks for this podium, thanks for this opportunity, and I believe everyone is ready for what we have for you this night. Like, I mean, we have a whole lot, but a bigger package is in the book. Just go for the book. So this is it. I've been introduced already. I don't have any other thing to say aside to what you've read about me, and that's just creativity in everything. Like, I just want to be creative. I want to be useful, impactful, and most times in a collaborative way. Yeah, in a collaborative way. Like, that is my goal. That's my goal. And in this book, we really outdid ourselves. We try to express ourselves from the depths of, realistic experiences and, personal experiences, the way we felt about it and the way we feel others felt about it. And we addressed it in several ways to ensure that no part is missing. And that's just a glimpse of what we still have to come. And I believe that with your support, with your consistent support, yeah, because we want it to be consistent, yeah, with your consistent support, we will definitely release more things that has to do with that. Where do people go when they have relationship problem is a banger, like, is a lot. Please ensure you get it. How I wish I can, literally just how I wish I can literally get it to people. Like, it should go round. It should go round, please. And I really appreciate all the effort. I appreciate the team. I don't know if I'm permitted to mention, but the inner team and everybody that
Yes.
is working here. I appreciate everyone. It's
We
it
know.
was short time. It was short time, and we still did a lot. Like, we still did a lot. Like, well done, and thank you, Pagidi. Like, I sincerely appreciate this opportunity, and I don't take it for granted. Thank you, everyone, and please stay tuned. We have more to give you tonight. Yeah, thank you.
All right, thank you so much, Uche. Thank you to Pagidi. Amazing, amazing. This young men have put in so much into this book. And everyone, we're looking forward to having you see the excellence, the brilliance of this book. All right, if you're excited, please put it in the comments. Put in the comment that if you're super excited and looking forward to reading this book, where do people go when they have relationship problems? And my question is still on. Oh. My question is still on. Yeah, my question is still on. So if you want to share with me, where do you go when you have relationship problems? Or have you heard or seen anyone go somewhere or to someone when they have relationship problems? Have you is there anything, maybe something crazy, unconventional that we've never heard before? You're like, oh, I know somebody that goes to talk to animals when she has relationship problems. What? It's possible because things are happening. So share with me, where do you go when you have relationship problems? Where do you know maybe a friend of yours go to when you have relationship problems? So yeah, amazing. So I'm going to be reading excerpts from this book, just really short, interesting, powerful. In fact, that is just to give you a tip of the iceberg. You get just a tip of the iceberg to show you what you're about to miss if you don't get a copy of this book. Okay, so I'll be doing that, but I want to see your comments. I want to see your comments. Who is here with me? Who is here? All right, and who is ready for this excerpt? If you know that you're ready for it, Let me know in the comments, because you have to bribe me, because I might just decide, no, I'm not giving you. Go and get the book and read it. So tell me, let me know. All right, so reading a few excerpts from this book, I will be sharing. So I'm going to read something from the prologue. The prologue is quite interesting. The prologue, I love the prologue particularly. It's I love how, I was saying earlier on that this book, you can feel it, right? What reading it, you feel the words. That is the prologue for you. You practically feel every part of that chapter. So reading a part of the prologue, I was still heading back to Ikorodu. The program held at Okota, she was heading to Yaba. My heart was heavy. I felt heartbroken. Not because Busola insulted me, but because the one person who should have defended me, seen me, and recognized my wound chose to explain it away. It wasn't intentional. Maybe she was overwhelmed, she said again. Gaslighting me, minimizing my pain, dismissing my feelings. Something inside me shifted. I didn't argue, didn't react, didn't respond. I simply went cold. She tried to start another conversation, but I wasn't in for it. Just then, her phone lit up, bright enough for me to see the sender's name. But because I was visibly angry, my eye was there, but my heart and mind wasn't. Daniel. Now, this is not from the prologue. This is from chapter 1. Yes. So this is a part from Pagidi's section, and this is absolutely amazing. So I'm going to read a part from the prologue for you. Who is excited about that? Now, I love that part. I love that chapter 1 because it starts. It's basically the beginning of it and starts with the chain of activities that happen there is something quite different. You might be like, okay, where's this going? It's kind of keeps you, oh, where's this going? Where's this going? It's suspense, right? Suspense field, and keeps you at the edge of your seat. Yes, keeps you at the edge of your seat. So I'm going to read the prologue, which is part of the places I love. All right. So very quickly, let me read the prologue. Just a bit of it. Listen attentively. This is the end part of it. All right. Who was calling? The ringtone echoed through the room, slicing through the heat of the moment, as the name on the caller ID refused to be ignored. Once, twice, and a third time, he looked at her. She looked back at him. Neither moved. The screen lit up again, vibrating angrily as the phone refused to stop ringing. The warmth between them slowly shifted into annoyance, and then frustration crept in. And then frustration crept into the sheets, leaving him with an intense hard on as her heart kept pounding through the boobs. Okay, if you are wondering what's going on, read the book. Get the book and you find out what's going on. Get the book. So I'll be reading another excerpt very quickly. And this one is listen attentively, all right? So this would keep you thinking. This will leave you thinking. Now, listen to me. Are we ready? If you're excited about the excerpts I just read, let me see in the comments. I want to see your excitement. All right, tell me what you think about it. What do you think about these excerpts? And I'm going to read another one. This is from chapter 10. This is from chapter 10. It says, the title is People Know What They're Doing. I'm reading this really opened my eyes to see that we're more like a reiteration of the fact that a lot of the times, most time, in fact, more often than we imagine, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, your partner, they know what they are doing. When you say, "Oh, my partner is gaslighting me," "Oh, he's doing this," he knows, she knows. People know what they are doing. So Let me read this part. People know what they are doing. Those words are way simpler than it looks. I mean, there's no mystery attached. You just need to see it just the way it is. You know what you're doing. You aren't confused. You are just trying to ignore the obvious. Just like you're reading this, you know what you're going to do after this. You know what you want to do before reading it. And at every time, you know what you're doing, but because there's so many options, you act confused until you finally choose that one that sweetens you the most. You know, okay, that guy holding a pack of cigarettes that has an ugly looking victim highlighting the dangers of smoking knows what he's doing. He just doesn't want to stop. Okay, I'm going to read another part. Who is excited about that? I love it. I love it. See, at every point in life, you have the chance to either correct things or make things worse. You have the power to do things, but you don't do it because you obviously know what you want to happen. So, like I said, everyone know what they are doing. In a relationship, outside relationship, we all know what we're doing. So this book really highlights a lot. And there's a part that talks about, I told you that the other part of the book breaks a lot of tables. Now, I don't want to go into that. I want you to read this book and find out what tables are being broken. One of which was being talked about is cohabiting in a relationship. We also have, so many other interesting parts that I am like, wow, I'm still going to go back to this book. So, and then I'm going to read the last part. The last part. I'm not giving everything. This just, like I said, this is the tip of the iceberg. Nothing much. All right. So that feeling, I will find someone better. I will find someone that will treat me better is one of the main reasons why relationships we have in our contemporary times end so quickly. Even if it has lasted for 10 years or decades, there will still be one person in that relationship that's always thinking, I feel, I think, I want, I need. No one has life perfect for him or her. The problems we tackle make life consistently hard and imperfect. So I still don't know why anyone should be in a relationship and always allow the feelings that could fade in a matter of time to destroy something that should be forever. That's if natural death doesn't cut it short. Wow. This book is deep. This book is deep. So, like I said earlier, if you are in a relationship, if you're still single and searching, even if you are not searching, as long as you are old enough, get this book. And it's something that will help a lot. It basically going to open your eyes to a lot of things that are not being talked about enough, right? There's a lot that is not being talked about, especially in the area of relationship, especially in the area of dating and all that. There's a lot that's still not being talked about. So I love that this book sheds light on a lot of these areas. And it is even as practical as possible, shares personal experiences from both authors, right? And it just makes it really practical. You see that, okay, it's not just, oh, this is it. They're telling you from bits of their own personal experiences so that you can really understand and feel it, right? And see, get deeper, insight into it. All right. Hi, Paigidi. Amazing. Well done once again on this amazing piece of work. Well done. Well done to
Thank you
you
very much.
and to Uche this for putting this together. I want us to please celebrate the authors in the comment. Wherever you are, if you're going to be watching this, even if you're going to be watching this later, please celebrate the authors and not just celebrating them. Buy, get a copy. Yes, the book is launching today and after tonight. So the current price that it's selling, don't worry, we're going to get into that, but I want to ensure that you do not leave here without getting a copy of your book. Ensure that you get ready to get a copy. All right, so we're going to be having some people speak to us. All right, so we're going to be having some amazing guests we have, some amazing guests that we have that will be coming up to share a few insights. Who is ready? 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 Guys, don't dull me. Don't dull. What is going on? Don't dull me, all right? Put in the comments if you're ready for our guest. Yes, a lot has been put together for this. So we want you to give the energy that is expected. All right. So show your excitement that you're ready and you're excited. So we have some guests that will be here. All right. We have Oluwapelumi. I'll be inviting shortly. Who is excited about that? So very quickly, I'll be introducing Oluwapelumi, and get ready, get ready. Oluwapelumi will be joining us shortly. Before he comes up, I want you to welcome him in grand style. All right, put your hands together. All the fire emojis, the clapping emojis, everything. Just I want to see it. All right. So quickly, I'll be introducing Oluwapelumi. Who is Oluwapelumi? Olapelumi Awotedu is a passionate business owner and a dedicated voice in the world of business and leadership. With a heart for people and a mind for strategy, he has spent years building teams, growing enterprises, and helping others unlock their leadership potential, driven by the belief that leadership is most powerful when it's shared. Mr. Awotedu focuses on empowering individuals to work together towards a common goal. His approach combines real world business experience with timeless leadership principles, making his insights both practical and impactful. Please let us make welcome Mr. Oluwapelumi. Hi. Please put your hands together for him. Good evening. Good evening, Mr. Oluwapelumi.
Evening.
We're happy to have you here. Thank you for
Hi,
joining.
nice to be here. Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, yes, I can hear you. Yes.
It's nice to be here. Good evening.
Yeah, pleasure to have you
Good
here.
evening. Good evening, Chief.
Yeah,
You're
also
welcome.
got some.
I do.
Happy birthday once again.
I was expecting you to say that. Thank you very much.
Maybe.
Thank you very much. And I saw your hand.
Yeah,
Thank you very, very much.
have you, so you see my leg too.
I never see that one.
Yeah, it's lovely being here. Yeah, Precious, thank you for having me. Yeah, good
Thank you
evening,
for joining
everyone.
us.
Okay. Yeah, we are here for the book launch of Pagidi and Uche. Where do people go when they have relationship problems? Um, that's a question, and Precious, you've done a lot of justice to that question. You've done a lot of justice to it. You've asked us where do people go when they have relationship problem, and myself, I said I go to myself. I go to myself, and there's a reason why I said that. There's a reason why I said that, and I go to myself. That's because I've noticed something. I've noticed something in people, and I've noticed people don't want to take responsibility. You see someone blame someone else for their shortfalls. You see someone blame someone else for their inadequacies. They want to put the blame on village people, or just to say they are just unfortunate, or God is not on their side. They blame every other person except themselves. Except themselves. I have this video on my phone. I have this video on my phone. It's a short clip. It says, who do you blame when things are not going the way you expect? Let's say business is not going how you expect it, who do you blame? Just put the blame on someone. When you are fat, who do you blame? Put the blame on someone. When people treat you because you act in a particular way, who do you blame? Just blame racism. Who do you blame for this? Blame patriarchy. Who do you blame for this? Blame feminism. And the guy ended with one thing. He said, even when everyone or something else is responsible for where you are, said it is still your responsibility. And that's why I answer that I go to myself. Because that's one thing I've learned, that you can either pin the blame on A or B. It doesn't change the fact that you'll be the one to suffer consequences. You will suffer consequences for inactions, for wrong actions. So you can go to someone when you have problems, it's fine. But when you're going to them, know you are going to them objectively, and not just because you want to shift the blame, you want to pass the buck on them. I remember while we were in school, more than a decade ago, yeah, Pagidi, if I'm right, more than a decade ago, while we were in school, yeah, several of us, we were in a relationship, and we loved this mantra then. God led me, God said, God this, God that. And if you ask a number of us why we were always attaching our proposal to God, it wasn't because we love God or because we feared God or we revere Him, but because we want to say, but God, you told me to marry Kemi, or to marry Buki, or to marry Shade, or to marry Femi. Why are things happening this way? So that is why people pin it on God. Not because they love God or they know God or they revere Him, but because they want to shift the buck. They want to pass the buck on Him. So what do you blame? Who do you go to when you have relationship issues? Who do you go to? Yeah, you can go to a number of places. Some people, they go to their friends. Some go to families. Some, they have mentors. Some have religious leaders. And some go to God. Just like Precious said, he said she goes to God. Yeah, they are all fine. But this is what I'm going to say. Regardless of where you go and how you go objectively. Go objectively. And one thing this book is going to do is it's going to answer where you should go. It's going to answer where you should go when you have relationship issues. It's going to answer that question. Let's get into the book. The book spoke about relationship. Relationship is compatibility. It's compatibility, your ability to adapt to someone else. That is what relationship is all about. I love the way Uche spoke about it. He said, relationship is not a feeling. Relationship does not care about your feeling, because your feeling is dynamic. Today you are feeling like keeping a particular hairstyle, and in 2 months' time, you are not feeling like that. So relationship does not care about your feeling. Relationship is not built on your feeling. I'm not talking about emotional feelings now. You build relationship on the emotional feelings, but relationship is not built on your feeling, because your feeling can change. Relationship is built on consciousness. That is, you are conscious about what you are doing and how you are doing it, and you are objective about it. So I love the way Uche spoke about it. That is, it is about compatibility. This person you are being with is not perfect, yet you have a mind to be with this person. You are intentional about being with this person, because that's what relationship is about. Else, you move from one relationship to another, and you continue the cycle without ending. But the problem is, most of us, we are selfish. We only think about ourselves all the time. We think about ourselves all the time. We feel we are so important while others are less important. We feel we are this important while others are, are very less important. We feel we are 100 or we are a 10, while we rate others, just we give others a 3 or a 4. You see someone listing out what they want in a relationship without thinking about their own stand, their own level. And one thing I've learned in one of the books I've read is that when a relationship is unbalanced, it does not last. These are some of the things that create problems in relationship, because the relationship is unbalanced. Someone is giving so much while receiving little. The other party is getting so much while giving so little. Just like the case of Uche and Korah. Uche was giving so much to Korah, while Korah was just getting, receiving, and giving so little back to Uche. It cannot last. And do you know where the problem is in this kind of thing? It's Korah who will still be complaining. It's Korah who is giving so little in the relationship that will be complaining. That will give you that phrase that I'll find someone better, that will treat me better. It's still the same person giving so little that wants someone who will treat them better. So these are the genesis of relationship issues. I remember while we were at fellowship, that's Pagidi, if you can remember, there's this thing I used to say then: relationship is like water. It will find its level. Relationship is like water. It's going to find its level. And that's it. Water flows downward. So that's how relationship is. If you are giving so little in that partnership, you are going to find your level. You are going to find your level. Eventually, you will, because it won't work, because it's unbalanced. So these are the genesis of issues in relationship. These are the genesis of issues in relationship, because one party is feeling they'll get someone better, they will have it better with someone else. Meanwhile, they are the one giving so little. They are the one giving so little. So the title of this book is a question: where do people go when they have relationship problems? And we've said some go to their friends, some go to their religious leaders, some go to family members, some speak with mentors, and so on. All are all validated as long as you do this with objectivity. But the problem is, most of us, we are not objective. I would love to say that I love the fact that two authors came together to give us this lovely book. That means we'll be viewing this title from two different perspectives. It would have been a single perspective had it been it was only Pagidi or only Ushewu got about this book. But now we have two authors, two renowned authors giving us this book. So we are seeing the book from two perspectives. I want to presume that Pagidi left us this time with closure. Because when he wrote Diary Suicide, I asked him a question before reading. I said, did you provide answers? And he was like, answer about. I didn't provide any answer at the end though. I was like, oh, did you provide answer to people who want to commit suicide, why they should not, or why they should? He said, no, that the book is an open end. So let me presume that he gave us a closure this time around. And where do you go when you have relationship problem? Or if he didn't, let me hope that Ushe gave us that closure. And I must appreciate Pagidi's courage to always share his life stories with real names. Writing stories is lovely. I write a lot of stories, but I don't write real stories. I only write fiction stories. I write fictions. I change names, change events, change locations, and so on. But Pagidi, on the other hand, he writes real stories that you sometimes feel, guy, come, sure you know they're vulnerable with this story you are writing, as in, don't you feel people use these things against you? But I think he has learned from someone who is short like him, Tyrion Lannister, that's in Game of Thrones, that do not forget who you are. The rest of the world will not. Wear who you are like an armor, and no one will be able to use it against you. So I think Pagidi writes stories, he puts out his stories in a vulnerable state, knowing that since I'm the one sharing my stories, no one is going to use it against me. These are some of the things you're going to get in these books. You're going to get real life stories. You're going to get real life stories that will keep you glued to your seat. Uche, on the other hand, gave us theoretical facts. And these are some of the blend I love about this book. Uche gave us facts. He gave us theoretical facts. What is a relationship? He explained what relationship is, what relationship is not, how relationship should be, what you should expect, what you should get, limit your expectations in this aspect, and so on. So the two of them gave us theory plus practical needed to navigate life's journey. I can rephrase Uche's stance by saying, when a relationship is unbalanced, it doesn't last. So that's more of like Uche's theoretical stance in the book. That is, when relationships are not balanced, it won't last. But unlike I've presumed, I think Pagidi was the one who gave us the closure I was looking for. Although he didn't give us that closure in a direct way. You just have to get this book to get the answer, the closure, where you should go when you have relationship problems, where you should go when you have relationship problems. Pagidi gave us that closure, although it was not a direct one. When you get the book, you're going to get to see it yourself. Some of the things I would love to say is that relationship goes beyond this marital affair we are even talking about. It goes beyond it. What about your personal development? The way you relate with yourself, interpersonal relationship. Where do you go when you have issues? Where do you go when you have internal issues? You're at a crossroad, you don't know where to go, either you take left or right. Where do you go to decide? In business, you relate with your subordinates. That's if you're a leader, and you relate with leaders or bosses, as the case may be. How do you undo relationship when it's trying to go south in business? Let's say you own a business or you are even at a workplace. How do you handle customers with that entitlement mentality that customer is always right? Get this book. It's going to teach you a lot of things. It's going to teach you a lot of things. It's not just marital relationship alone. It's not just marital relationship. Oh, I'm dating Kende or I'm befriending Idowu. No. It goes beyond that. It's going to teach you personal development. It's going to teach you how to handle things in leadership, in purpose, and even how to place your mindset properly. It's going to teach you how to do all these things properly. If you love stories, yeah, you get to read real life stories, as I've said, from the prologue to the epilogue. Pagidi gave us stories, lovely stories, stories that are going to glue you to your seat. While I was reading the book, I was just picturing, especially the epilogue when it started, I started picturing a movie like Mungwere Lele now, like, yeah, they were in the dark, this and that. My mind was just picturing a movie scene. It was just picturing a movie scene. So if you love to read stories, get this book. You are going to read real life stories from the prologue to the epilogue. You're going to read stories, unadulterated stories. You're going to learn about relationship in this book. Uche's theory on relationship. You're going to learn it. Relationship does not care about your feeling. Hold on to that. It does not care about your feeling. If you do anyhow, you go shop breakfast. And it's not just in marital aspect alone, even in business, in leadership, in organizations, let's say in your community. If you don't do well, you go shop breakfast in it. So because every aspect of our lives has relationship in it. It has relationship in it. Also, you are going to see what's the author's view about cohabitation is. Cohabitation. I know when we get to topics like this, there are a lot of questions. There are a lot of views, opposing views about cohabitation. Religion-wise, especially Christian religion, it's against cohabitation. Is cohabitation right? Is cohabitation right? Is it wrong? What are the benefits of cohabitations? What are the benefits of cohabitation? Or what are the downsides of cohabitating? There are some things you might not know except you cohabitate. Get this book. You're going to get to see some of the misconceptions about cohabitation. And you're going to get to see some of the benefits about the wrong thing in quotes. Also, when do you try more in a relationship, or when do you quit? You see, when a relationship is going down, it's going down the line, it's going south, the natural instinct of everyone is to salvage the relationship. But at times, you discover that it's not going to work. But other times, you just have to do a little more. So when do you do more and when do you quit? Most times, a lot of us, we quit so late. Something we should have quitted, let's say, months, years back. We quit so late. Just like a case of Uche and Korah. For about 6 months, Uche was still in the relationship, dating himself, while Korah had moved on. And that's always the case in several relationships, in most relationships rather. A party has moved on while the other is dating an illusion. So when should you quit? Sometimes some people quit so early at every instance of something they have broken up. And even in this age we are, in this social media age, when people keep saying, this is my deal breaker, this is this is that, like just creating all sorts of rules to defend themselves and so on. Just a small mishap, you see someone, they've quitted, they've moved on to the other one. So when should you quit? When should you stay? When should you try more? Get this book. You're going to know when you should do more and when you should quit. And I've said Pagidi actually gave us where we should go when issues arise in relationship. He gave the closure in a way that is not direct, but I think that is the most matured way to give an answer. This is not a black or white question. So it doesn't get a black or white answer. It gets an answer that is more like gray. It is not white, it is not black. Where you should go when you have problem. Should I tell you where to go? This is where you should go when you have problem in your relationship. Get the book and you are going to find where to go when you have problem in your relationship. Lastly, I'm going to say, as Uche closed the last chapter, say people know what they are doing. Yes, everyone knows what they're doing. This book is going to teach you that everyone knows what they are doing. Stop making excuses for people. Stop making excuses for people. People know what they are doing. You think everyone is like you. That is one thing I've learned. We always think everyone is like us. Someone who is good will feel everyone is like me. And a skeptical person or someone who is bad will feel everyone is like me. Someone who is a con artist will feel everyone is a player. So they expect everyone is playing them or everyone is going to play them. The same way, someone who is good will feel everyone is good or everyone should be good. And in that way, we start making excuses for people. Someone treats you bad because you value the relationship so much and you don't want to pay them in their own coin. You start making excuses for them that maybe it's probably due to this, it's probably due to that. You start making excuses for them. No, people know what they are doing. Everyone knows what they are doing,
Yeah.
either good or bad. Everyone knows what they are doing. So you're going to learn this from the book so that you stop putting yourself at the receiving end of things in relationships. You stop putting yourself at the receiving end. You don't want to offend while you are being offended. I remember this guy when we were in secondary school. We do have 5 naira each that we spend after school hour because we do stay for after school lesson. So he's going to use his 5 naira to buy potato. He has spent his own 5 naira. Then he will come to me and ask for 1 naira. I'll give it to him. So I'm going to buy potato 3 naira and buy ice water 1 naira. He was doing that every day. And when I mean every day, I mean every day. And because I'm the timid, good type, always making excuses for people, I kept giving and doing until after school we parted ways. Some few years back, he messaged me on Facebook, "Oh guy, how far, how this, how that," we exchanged pleasantries and so on. And he asked me what I was doing. I told him. Then he said he was going to invite me for one program. Because showering blocking me. He was going to invite me for one multi-level. I was just like, did you think it's still the same naive Pelumi you want to come and take advantage of again? No. Kò sí àyè fún gbogbo yẹn, no time. No, there's no time for that. You know what you are doing. You be guy man. You never change. So don't come to my space again and use those trick of using people to get what you want. So people know what they are doing. They're going to learn this in this book. They're going to learn this in this book. So your take home relationship does not care about your feeling. When you should quit relationship, it's not just marital relationship. Even in business, you're in a workplace and it's getting toxic. When should you quit? Should you try more? Should you stay? Or should you leave? You understand? You're going to learn when you should do that, so that you're not going to do it when it's so early, and you're not going to do it when it's too late. And you're going to learn that it's not just about you. Even you that you are looking for 100, you say, say you reach 80, say you reach 70. You understand? Because most times we see ourselves as the spec, as the number 10, as the 10 over 10, and we feel others are the ones who should match up to us. At times, you are even the one who should match up to others. So I am going to learn that when relationships are not balanced, they won't work. Myself and Pagidi, it's been over 10 years we left school, right? And we are together. Then that's to tell you that to a large extent, the relationship is balanced. No one is drawing from the other without giving. Most times when I have legal issues, I don't want to go meet him. He knows me. Me, I go shop free legal advice. Yes, that's just it.
Yeah.
So it's a give or take of a team.
Give or take.
You collect and you give.
Yeah.
So it's not just collect. You don't give. So you're going to learn this. So just get your book. Just
Absolutely.
get it. Yeah.
Thank you so much.
And you should try to get it before it is
Yes.
too late. Try to get it before it is too late. Too late might be in an hour's time or in 2 hours' time. It might be too late because pre-order, order, post-order, Abby. Just get yours.
Thank you so much.
Read. An enjoyable read. Trust
Thank
me.
you.
If you don't enjoy it, I go return your money.
Yes, you heard Mr. Oluwa Pelumi. This is a great book that you should get. So if you know you haven't gotten a copy, thank you so much. If you know you haven't gotten a copy, we're going to be displaying the details to get your copy shortly. But please let's appreciate Mr. Oluwa Pelumi for that amazing session. The bottom line of everything he was sharing is when a relationship is not balanced, it will not last. So that is like he said, it's a give and take. It's a give and take. If it's one-sided, it's not going to last. So you're going to be seeing more about this, more on this in the book. So ensure that you do not leave this live session without getting your own copy. All right. Because tonight, the price changes tonight. Yes, this is the launch event. So we're officially launching this book tonight. And after tonight, it goes to its original price. So this is the last time you will get it for this price. Do you understand? So we're going to be going into that shortly. But before we get to that, we have another amazing guest who'll be coming up in just very few minutes to share a few things. She'll be coming up right now. So I'm going to introduce her right now. So it's going to be brief so that we can now go into the rest of the things that we have for you. All right. So our next guest speaker is Promise Imole. Promise is a dynamic and versatile media personality known for exceptional skills as an on-air personality, OAP, and event host. With a rich background in hosting a wide range of events, Twitter spaces, and red carpet, she effortlessly captivates audiences with her charismatic presence. Promise views the media space as her horizon to showcase her God given talents and bring glory to God. Beyond her remarkable hosting abilities, Promise is also a devoted teenage coach and mentor. She dedicates her time to empowering and guiding young individuals, aiding them in their journey of self realization, purpose discovery, and actualization. As one of the anchors of the inspiring show Teens Time with Chichi on Inspiration FM 92.3 every Saturday, she utilizes this platform to make a profound impact on the lives of teenagers. Promise is also a visionary of Kara Foundation, a growing social enterprise passionately committed to coaching, mentoring, and empowering teenagers and young people. Our dedication to uplifting the younger generation extends to our role as a teenage coach and mentor. Personally, Promise finds joy in meeting new people and engaging in discussions that foster innovation and transformation, ultimately leading to better quality of life. Please let's put our hands together for our next guest speaker. That's the person of Promise Imole, as she joins us shortly. Put your hands together for our next guest speaker. Miss Promise Imole. Are you excited? Are you excited? Because it's about to be another exciting session. Hi! So good to see you.
So good to
Good
see you
evening.
too. Hello,
Good
Precious.
evening. How are you doing? How are you
I'm
doing?
doing well. How are you doing?
I'm fine, thank you. And you look great. You look
Oh,
beautiful.
thank you. I
Yeah,
think
natural
I'm
beauty.
glad we don't look like what we're going through.
Oh, all right. We're excited to have you here. Thank you for joining.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Hello, everyone. Standing on all existing protocols, I greet everyone. Happy birthday, Pagidi. I mean, we've not known each other for so long, but I mean, I think this relationship is growing and really, really blossoming, is what I meant to say. Sorry, please, my voice might be a bit coarse. I have cough. I mean, it's the flu season, so pardon me. Hello, everyone. So, my name is Promise, and Pagidi. Where do people go when they have relationship problems? When Pagidi reached out and told me about the book, I'm like, I didn't get it at first, and I'm like, okay, let me take a shot at this. Let me look at it. And I really did look at it. And it just basically opened my eyes to two things that I've always known, right? Two things. First of all, is how little issues, little, some people will say unimportant issues can actually bring up a wide gap between partners. Secondly, is how unresolved traumas can show up and ruin something you're giving your best at. Um, when I first read the books, when I read the book, I'm like, okay, this is nice, like really nice. And I was so impressed with the level of realness and reality. Not everyone would write in a book to expose how they've been so vulnerable. Yeah, there are a lot of authors, but we don't have a lot of this is how it is authors. A lot of authors might steal sugar codes and all of that. But when I read the book, I'm like, I don't know if when Pagidi was writing the book, he also realized that he's also exposing some negative, or let me not say vulnerable traits of his that people would question, like, what's going on here? I mean, when I was reading the book, I opened my mouth a lot of times. I'm like, okay, but it's just life, right? And everyone is on a journey to improving. Um, so I said two things. I'm trying to speak fast so that we can be on time. So I said two things, right? Two things. The first one, how on tiniest issues can cause a wide gap. I know that it is not something that is new today, but a lot of us have heard how even ordinary toothpaste can cause issues within partners. And in this case, it was. I'm not going to give you guys the gist of the book. Oh. I'm not going to spoil it. I'm not going to give you guys spoilers. But just to put some context, right, into what I'm saying. In this case, it was, and another funny thing is, I started reading the book midway, then I read from midway to the end, then I now started reading from the top. And it just shows how much a lot of times what we meet in people are end products of past hurts, product of past rejection, end product of whatever you think it is that has that they have processed, and it has now become a determinant of how they act, how they react, how they do things, how they don't do things, right? So that's that's what it is. I started the book midway, and reading from the top, I got to, because while I started reading midway, I'm like, no, 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 this can't be the Fagidi I know, right? And then I started reading from the top, and I'm like, oh, now there's some context. So, my advice to everyone here: in every relationship, any relationship you find yourself, either a romantic relationship, work relationship, friendships, any ship you're trying to ship and you're trying to move, just make sure that you give grace to the other person. Because one thing I realized, the tiniest issues that can cause a wide gap. When I started it, it felt like the whole drama was just between Taiwo and Pagidi, was just a matter of silence. And then let me read a part that really caught me. Um, that will be in chapter 6. And it goes like this: Babe, I care about us, but I can't keep guessing how you feel. When you're ready to talk clearly, I'm here. Right now, I'm focused on getting myself together emotionally and financially. I want peace and understanding between us, not confusion. So when you're ready, we'll talk properly. There's some parts that also says, I get you need space and that silence helps you figure things out. But it feels unfair when you hold back what's really on your mind and expect me to just get it. Silence in relationship can help. I mean, it can help you shut up so you don't say things that you cannot apologize for. And then it can also break a lot of things. You expecting your partner to understand the point you are emotionally. It's okay to want to be quiet for a few minutes. It's okay to want to think things through. But life has taught me, always air your opinion clearly. Clearly. This is what happened. This is what happened. What happened between Busayo at the event? I was not cool with it. Taking days, not reaching out, not talking, not communicating can bring fear. And at some point, I saw Taiwo exhibiting those fears. And in all honest truth, right, I just feel like maybe if one of the two parties had maybe just stopped to think, my current action or inaction currently, how is it affecting my partner? Maybe there might have been a middle ground. And that's where you now saw that the inactions or not stopping to think led to a whole lot of things. Don't get me wrong. Both of them were right in their rights, right? They were very right on their thinking, right? They were very right trying to understand the emotions they are in, and trying to, take some time off to, while someone was communicating, always doing the checking up in that period of disagreement. Someone was always checking up, someone was always communicating, and you keep getting this, when you're talking to something and it's just hitting the wall and coming back at you. I mean, at some point you'll be frustrated, right? So both of them were right, but at the expense of each other, if you understand what I mean. They were right. I'm right. He's right. But at whose expense? Both of us. So we're not being right to meet. Our rightness, pardon me, our rightness is bringing more distance. I don't know if you guys understand what I'm saying, right? So, yes. Secondly, is how unresolved trauma can cause a whole lot of things. From the book, it helped me to understand that Taiwo had unresolved trauma. She had fears, she had doubts, and I'm sure it made her always second guess in the relationship she was in. And that was why a lot of times, sorry, my husband is cheering me up from the background, so I was a bit distracted. And that was why a lot of times you would see you would see that she's trying to assure him that, oh, she's working on herself, and all. And I mean, you have fears, you have doubts. Unresolved trauma can do a lot of damage to you, to who you are and who you want to be and who you want to be with, right? Unresolved trauma can do a lot of damage. It is in understanding that you communicate your traumas to your partner. When you communicate your traumas to your partner, the partners can either do two things: understand your trauma and help you move past it, help you heal. Another partner can use your trauma against you, and it will just do more damage. I've been in a relationship where, just like Taiwo, I I openly spoke about my trauma. My partner was very well aware of my trauma and how I live my life. Unfortunately for me, it was always being used against me. It was always a conversation about me not having boundaries. It was always a conversation of how it was always a conversation of my relationship with the opposite gender. It was always a conversation of my trauma defining me, for God's sake. And in the end, right, I did things I wasn't proud of. Not because I didn't know what I was doing, but because that is what you have called me. That is who you have defined me to be. So a lot of times we can be in situations where, I mean, at the end, I'm like, what is this? This is not who you are, I promise. I told my partner about the things I did that I wasn't so proud of. And it led to the end of that relationship. Trust me, for months, I was heartbroken. I was in the room. I didn't go out. I mean, for months, I didn't get myself. Felt like I was going crazy. But then I had to remind myself, and thank God for friends, right? My friends were very available then. And they were, I mean, I remember one time, if I don't even remember anything in that crisis at all, I remember one time one of my girlfriends called and she was just praying over me because it felt like I was actually going insane. Because I know myself, I know what I'm capable of doing. And when Uche says, you're very well aware of what you're doing. Yes, you're very well aware. You might not be able to put a stop to it. That's because you're in a confused state or you're not in a balanced level. when it comes to your mind, but you're very well aware of what you're doing. Whenever you're doing something wrong, you're you're not drunk, you're not intoxicated, you're not, even if you're drunk, you're very well aware. Because when your drunkenness clears from your eye, you definitely remember. So you're very well aware. It's a matter of I'm choosing to do this or I'm choosing not to. Sometimes time doesn't give us the the benefits of deciding fast. So sometimes you're already going downwards. Then, but if you catch yourself in between, please, it's okay to turn back. It's very much okay because at every point in time, you're not defined by your trauma. You're not defined by your past experiences. You're defined by who you say you are at every particular time and how your inactions and actions make sure that you're working towards being the person you want to be. I mean, this book is a lot. It shows how toxic relationship can get, how distance can lead to numerous heartbreak and reactions, how love, love unguided, let me say that, how love unguided can, I don't know if it's love unguided or how, let me put it like this, maybe a love that is not transparent, because at some point, I don't want to say there was no transparency, but the communication was just, it wasn't balanced between the two parties. And it just shows a lot on how relationships can go from here to to the ground. Where do you go when you have relationship issues? Nobody can answer it for you, and that's the perfect truth. Only you can answer it. Um, I want to read another excerpt from chapter 9 that talks about where do you go when you have relationship issues. So it says, where people go is dependent on their personality, sexuality, insecurity, promiscuity, pride level, and in some instances, emotional weakness. However, the more deeply you love your partner, the more careful you will be about where you go. Because you don't want to ruin your partner's image in the eye of others or do what you regret later. So, what do? You think, you reflect, you analyze. What exactly happened? What is the right and reasonable thing to do? What is the future implication of where I intend going? And I think that's the summary of everything. What is the implication of your action, where you're going, where you're seeking solace? What is the implication on you? What is the implication on your partner? What is the implication on your relationship? What is the implication on your personality as a whole? Right? So, where do people go when they have relationship issues? No one can answer it for you, just you. And let me remind you that you're solely in charge of your life. Whatever you do, whatever you don't do, is solely dependent on you because you had the decision. Yes, there are external factors pushing in, trying to, take your stance, but at the end of the day, the ball is in your court, like they always say. The ball is in your court. You can choose and decide to heal, move on,
All right. Thank you so much. I think that network issues from, I think she's having network issues, but that's been such an insightful session. Thank you so much, Promise. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Who is excited? Like, this was supposed to be, this is a launch, but then even in this launch, we've learned and we've listened to the authors, the guest speakers share, yes, excerpts from the book and also add their own, extra knowledge and experience to it, which has made it beautiful, which has made it absolutely beautiful. I've learned, like, listening to everyone speak has been super insightful for me. I cannot even imagine how you're going to find this book. Everyone has been talking so greatly about this book. Where do people go when they have relationship with when they have relationship problems? And I must say that if you haven't gotten, or if you have no intention to get a copy right now, change your mind, right? Do not leave here without getting a copy. So the details to get your copy right now is now displaying on the screen. Yes, you can see it displaying on the screen. So for tonight, you can get access to the copy of Where Do People Go When They Have Relationship Problems. You can get it for just 5,000 naira. Yes, just for tonight. Because from tomorrow, as soon as it hits, the clock hits, strikes 12 a.m., the price goes up to 7,500 naira, and it's still going to go up to 10,000 naira. So this is the lowest amount, the lowest price that you will be getting this book. All right. All right. So Promise is here. She had a okay. Thank you so much, Promise, for sharing, like, amazingly all that you shared with us. Thank you so much. That was absolutely beautiful. Thank you. Okay, so as I said, you can get a copy of your book for 5,000 naira tonight. Where do people go when they have relationship problems? And if you ask me, that's such a steal. 5,000 naira for that book. Wow, it's a steal. So the pre-order link is displayed on the screen right now, seller.com/Pagidi birthday book launch. So click on that link, just type it out the way it is and go and get a copy ASAP. Like, see, I'm telling you that after tonight, the price goes up. So this is the lowest price you will get it. Now that the book is launching, I want you to get a copy and support the authors, because they have poured out so much into this. So you want to also have a good relationship. Don't you want to have a good relationship? Don't you want to learn more to help improve? I know, you see, the funny thing is, as humans, as individuals, we invest so much in other aspects of our life, then we now ignore our relationship lives, and it's not supposed to be so. Your relationship life, I've met people like that. They put in so much into they're buying courses, they're buying books for their personal development, that's professional development. But in terms of love relationship, you're not even putting much thought, and you're wondering why you're having failed relationships, right? So there are certain things that you will not know them. You may not know them, and you get into a relationship, and then you just realize that what's going on. So this will save you from making mistakes that can cost you a good relationship. So get a copy for 5,000 naira tonight only, because from tomorrow it's going up to 7,500 naira. I'm looking at you. Have you gotten a copy yet? What are you doing? What are you waiting for? Click that link right now. The link is going to be in the, I think the link can be pinned to the comments, please. The link can be pinned to the comments for those who want to access it. And then you can just visit the link that was displayed on the screen, to get a copy. It's being displayed right now. Pre-order link is being displayed. So you can go there, seller.com/Pagidi birthday book launch, to get a copy of this book. All right. So ensure that you do not leave here without getting a copy of your book. So I'm going to be taking questions right now. Yes, we've heard a lot. You're probably even having questions that I know we may not answer all your questions because the book already is detailed enough. So, but let's have your questions. All right. If you have any questions, share it in the comments. Put it in the comments from any of the guest speaker sessions. Any of the guest speaker sessions could be from the author sessions or anything, any question at all, share it in the comment. Put it in the comments. Put it in the comments. So let's take questions quickly. But I assure you that any questions you're about to ask is answered in that book. Yes. Oh, you don't believe me? Get it and see for yourself. Buy a copy and see for yourself. All right. Buy a copy and see for yourself. So if you have questions, you can share them. Put it in the comments. I'll be taking your questions right now. All right. So like I said, price is 5,000 naira for tonight. So if you're hearing me, jump on that offer right now and get your copy ASAP before it goes up to 7,500 naira. And you have just about 3 hours left until the night ends. So get your copy ASAP. Get your copy ASAP. All right. So where do you go when you have relationship problems? Where do people go when they have relationship problems? This is an amazing book. And the title, like I said, and I'm going to say again, is interesting. It's super interesting. If you have questions, you can please share as we round off this launch session. All right. Any questions? I'm waiting for your questions. Let's see who has questions. All right. So if you have questions, please share. Okay. Hi, Pagidi. Hello. Our author, our distinguished author and birthday celebrant.
I mean, I've just been enjoying everything. The energy has been flowing very, very, very wonderful from this side. And okay, can you hear me now, please?
Yes, I can hear you. Yeah.
Okay. So I was saying that the energy has been flowing very, very intense deep from this side. I mean, I was hearing what Promise was talking about, what Oluwakwelimi was talking about, what you also were talking about, and I was just like, like I really do bad thing, or I don't even, there's this kind of situation. Let me put it this way: like you rightly said, people have had so many investments in other areas of life, maybe finance, motivational books, and all that, and but not really their personal space, their personal life, their personal engagement. And I was just thinking, what exactly was going through my mind that, or let's put it this way, what exactly was going through Pagidi's mind that made him decide to give his babe silent treatment for 6 days? In dearest society, this same Pagidi told his
Hello.
babe 21
Okay.
full days during the NYC camp. So I'm thinking right now, it's just thoughts. Should there even be another book to actually check whether Pagidi has some unresolved trauma that he is still dealing with and hasn't, something like that? But really, yes, I love it when I put myself out as an example for what the average youth, average teenager is going through. And it's really, really wonderful what we've been able to come up together with. That is myself and Uche, what we've been able to come up together with in this book. Uche wrote some profound and provocative chapters, especially regarding cohabitation, regarding one's feelings, regarding relationship with God, and all that. And I believe this is one of the best book you are going to take with you, whether you're in a relationship, you just got out of a relationship, or you are even planning to enter an eternal relationship, which is marriage. Thank you very much, and just get the book before it gets too late.
Yeah, thank you so much, Pagidi. Our distinguished author has spoken. if you are in a relationship or whatever stage you're in, like I said before, get this book. It's gonna be really helpful, and you'll be glad that you did. And of course, you can get it for a friend, get it for a sibling, a brother, a sister, right? Get it for someone you love. If you know that there's someone around you, if you feel like you don't need it, there's definitely someone around you that needs it. So you can get it for as many people as you want. Get one copy, two copy, five copies, 10 copies. Yes, this is a way to show love. It's Christmas season, so you can gift someone this book and say, oh, this is my gift, my Christmas gift to you, and they will appreciate it because the content of the book is mind blowing. It's something that I like I said, I'm going to go back to that book. Amazing piece. Well done once again to you, Pagidi, and to you, Uche Israel. Well done to both of you for this absolutely amazing masterpiece. We are glad to receive this book, right? We're glad to receive this, and well done again.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. And
All right. So, yeah,
it's been a
go ahead.
wonderful time. It's been
Yes,
a
it
wonderful
has.
session. And I can't wait to go through my phone and check all of the messages that has been coming in, buzzing in, and especially the happy birthday messages. I'm grateful to God, and I'm grateful to Uchi. I'm grateful to Nathaniel, Ishaya, who did the book format. I'm grateful to you for training us. I mean, one of the best things that God has given me is relationship. Both the ones I can access officially, the ones with people like you, that I can even still access unofficially. I mean, I can remember how I get type of message that please, I need you to forward this. But the same way I just message to you. I just had that thought, and I'm like, Uche, I'm thinking of writing I didn't have to write a letter to you. Thinking with promise, and yes, I'm giving a shout out to Promise husband. Thank you so much for sharing out. I mean, I can hear that at the background. Thank you for sharing out. I'm also thankful to Oluwakoli, I would say, and every other person, department, organization, friends, joined in and celebrating with me. One of the things I want to do with this book is to use it as a continuous part of mental health advocacy. So every purchase we make, every donation we make, every sponsorship we make for the cost to mental health advocacy. There are a lot of people going through a lot of things that they are not able to talk about. Right? They and I have decided to share and help. I mean, just see this book as a therapy. Yeah, which is you say something before we
All right, definitely I should. I also want to use this, like Pagidi has said, I also want to use this opportunity to appreciate our guest speakers. Like your role really helped, and our moderator, Precious, like your roles really helped to buttress on some of the points that we made in the book. Like I'm really glad there are people that have read this and are ready to give more insight into it and can describe our feelings, our ideas, like without us having to say much, without us having to explain much. Like it is really an intelligent move, like a very diligent move, and I really appreciate the process. And I hope that whoever that is still watching up to this point has gotten the book. And even if you've not gotten the book, you should be making plans to get it just right now. And like Pagidi said, and I think Precious as well said, you can get it as a gift to someone. You don't have to be the one. You don't have to be the one to read it. You don't have to be the one to need it. Get it as a gift to someone, at least to get the message out, because this message is really something that I believe anyone who understand the concept would really want to appreciate, like would benefit from. anyone who understands the concept. Thank you, thank you, everyone. Thank you, thank you.
Yeah, thank you so
Yeah, thank
much.
you so
Thank you
much.
so much, Uche, and thank you, Pagidi. Thank you, everyone that joined us. If you know that you've been here since the beginning up until now, I have a special gift for you. But first, go and get the book. Then come to me to get your special gift. Just come to me with your copy of your book, and I'm giving you something like I'm giving you a gift. That's a promise. Come to me with a copy of your book and I'm giving you a gift. All right. So ensure that you're not leaving here without your copy of this book. And as soon as you're leaving here, you're just clicking that link right away to get a copy. All right. So ensure that you get a copy. And like we have all said, you can get for your friend, you can get for yourself, you can get for your boyfriend. Yes. In fact, if you're in a relationship people, if you're in a relationship, buy for yourself and your partner. You guys should not share one book. No, don't do that. We don't do that here. All right. Thank you to everyone who joined. Thank you so much. It has been such a great time. So, we've officially come to the end of this book launch. I'm looking forward to seeing all of your reviews on the book, your testimonials, and I'm looking forward to, the authors are looking forward to receiving your messages of how this book has helped you in terms of your relationship, even if you're still single, you're in a talking stage, you're in a situationship, anyone, it is going to be helpful at every stage. All right. To ensure that you get a copy, all right, get a copy for just 5,000 naira tonight. Jump on it. Don't let this night end without getting your copy. All right. Thank you so much once again. So, yeah, that is a wrap. That is a wrap. Thank you, Bagidi. Good night, everyone. Good night. Bye.